When is the best time to talk to my kids about sex? Wow, I love it when parents ask that. It shows they're being proactive and it is really a sign of health. Now, stay till the end because I have a great resource to help you with this. What is today's question? When is the best time to talk to my kids about sex? And I have 3 tips to guide you. And as always, these need to be age appropriate. Okay, so what is that first tip? During infanthood and when they're toddlers, you can begin speaking affirmation about their identity, their gender, their body. I believe that God assigns gender at birth, actually before birth, when babies are growing in the womb. And so that gender is there and something to celebrate and to call out. Look, God made you a little boy. God made you a little girl. You'll grow up to be a big, strong man. You'll grow up to be a loving, caring woman. Not to be stereotypical, but we can begin to sow seeds of gender and celebrating that and knowing that God has a plan for every baby that He brings to this earth. Okay, tip number 2. Whenever your kids ask specific questions or when they misuse some kind of term in regards to sex, that is a perfect time to talk because it's casual. It has touched them in their real life where they live. Their world has been affected. And so their minds are engaged on whatever level it is. And truly, when they ask a question, ask them, well, what do you mean? Or where did you hear that? What do you think it means? Get them started first because they may have a completely different idea than you do, and you don't want to get ahead of the process. But when they ask questions about sex, about babies, about some word, that's the perfect time. It's kind of low stress because they have initiated it, and if you've been thinking about it before the question even comes up, then you will be ready. What is a third time to talk to your kids about sex? Well, this is when you are preparing them for the next developmental stage in their life. So we've talked about as an infant, as a toddler, when conversations come up when they are exposed to other children, even things that they might see in the media that they're asking questions about. But yes, their bodies will begin changing, and you want to let them know about puberty before it happens. None of this scary shock of, oh no, what is that? And is something wrong with me? So that really counts. And as their hormones are developing, every part of their body, their mind, their emotions is affected. So we don't want them to feel like they're an alien. Take time to prepare them before they get to that stage. And we will follow this up with some other videos that talk about even preparing them for dating and sex in marriage. But each one of these stages are something you can be equipped with. Thankfully, you can get great access to materials to guide you so you will know and you won't be caught off guard when the next stage in their development is coming up. And as a relationship coach and a Christian sex educator, I get asked questions all the time. And I love it because that means people are comfortable, they want to know more. And I just believe that getting the truth about God's design out there is going to be a win, 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 win. And you're in the middle of an Ask Mary series. These are the hot seat questions from my audience. So if you have a question, please just put it in the comments and I will get to that. Okay, that resource that I told you to wait for, it is amazing. It is a series of books, and there are actually 6 books. One is specifically for parents, and this is how and when to tell your kids about sex. But there are 4 other books that are designed for children. It's age appropriate, for the younger children, it's picture books. The words, the terms are very much on their level. And the name of the series is God's Design for Sex. So the books are Before I Was Born, The Story of Me. Those are little picture books. The next two are Facing the Facts and What's the Big Deal? And those are more chapter books for older kids. I'm going to put the link below. It's right there in Amazon. It should be really easy to get a hold of. It's some of the best information that I have out there if you want to talk to your kids about sex from a Christian point of view. So thanks so much for joining me today. And remember, God's design for a thriving marriage is an intimate connection in spirit, soul, and body.